so the Salt Lake City girlies are exactly who the fuck they think they are. Because this episode last night was an A. It was definitely an A for me. So we're going to talk about Salt Lake City. We're going to talk about Kelli ex-husband Chuvallo. That fat Faison lie looking ass girl. Why is he suing Bravo for $200 million? And y'all know I don't too much care for Kelli, but it's giving you trying to get her fired, and that's why I don't like you. We also gonna talk about Rayface and Scrappy. They was getting into it. Ray wanna fight Scrappy, basically. Exactly. So the Cowardly Lion and Garfield then got into it, child. What else? Love and Marriage Huntsville, they dropped their trailer. I'm team Nell all the way. I guess Tisha and Bessama Wanda gonna try to go for Miss Nell. Kimmy being a sad Kimmy seems so desperate. So even after the cancer stuff, now he wants you to have sex with his bald-headed ass 2 or 3 times a week. You can't be that desperate to have a husband, Kimmy. Can't be. Anyway, we're gonna talk about that. Also, the Married to Medicine trailer dropped. In case y'all didn't see the cast photos, I just posted them on my shorts, so go check that out. If I had time at the Salt Lake City, then we'll talk about Married to Medicine, just a brief little trailer review. If not, then we'll talk about it tonight. So get you a look. Get you a look. Exactly. Take you a gummy. Do what you gonna do, and let's talk real quick. Okay, and for those of y'all who just heard for Salt Lake City, I put the timestamps in the comments. So as soon as it's uploaded, if you just heard for a certain part, Love and Marriage Huntsville, Salt Lake City, drop down in the comments. I'll have the timestamps. I got you, friend. Exactly. First, did y'all hear about Pennsylvania? So tell me why. Y'all know that the government just had this shutdown, right? And a lot of government employees are off and da-da-da-da. Anyway, the moral of the story is why today the governor of Pennsylvania reported that SNAP benefits may not be available for the residents of Pennsylvania. They also said that this may be coming down the pipeline for Texas and Illinois. So literally, with the holidays coming up, people might not have food. They might not have food. That's crazy. And for the people saying they need to get a job and it don't affect me, of course I don't get food stamps. But guess what? What y'all think gonna happen once people ain't got around, especially around the holidays? If people don't have food to feed their kids, they're gonna start robbing and breaking in people's shit. Exactly. I'm sorry. Crime is up when the money flow ain't around. Exactly. Anyway, so I wasn't even really tripping off the government shutdown, but if people losing health benefits, food stamps and stuff around the holidays, that's so inhumane. Exactly. So it may not affect your state right now, but like I said, they said it may be coming to Texas, Illinois next, and I think it's just a ploy for the Republicans to say, look at all the problems the Democrats caused. Because in case y'all don't know, the government is blaming the Democrats, the Democratic Party, for the government shutdown. So whatever bill they trying to pass or whatever they trying to get through the House or the Senate, I think that this is just a strong arm approach to get the Democrats to do whatever the Republicans are trying to do as far as like passing bills or whatever. I don't know, because I ain't that deep in the game in the politics, but I think it's very sad. So my thoughts and prayers out to any of my girlies there in Pennsylvania. If you have kids, even if you don't, if your benefits cut off, I'm sorry, Pooh. I hope they open the government back up. So on to Rayface. Let's get to some mess. Rayface, child. So I guess Scrappy was referencing Rayface on his live. Scrappy deleted his lives and he don't have anything on his story, so I'm not sure where this all started. But last night, Rayface started posting on his story and tagging Scrappy. Like, mind you, when I tell y'all what he posted, he tagged Scrappy in all of this. So I'm surprised Scrappy ain't hopped on the internet and went live, because had this been Bambi, he would have been live calling her public enemy #1. But right now, Scrappy and Bambi are on good terms. This might be jealousy too, because just the other day, Bambi posted a video of Scrappy and her with the kids, saying that early on a Sunday, he came to karate practice or something like that. So Ray may be in his feelings because he mad that Bambi and Scrappy cool now. or are they on good terms? You know what I'm saying? Girl, so this is what Rayface said. He said, boy, you a bitch. I'm going to read it to y'all how I think he said it. He said, boy, you a bitch and I'll show you that you a bitch, pussy ass boy. Stop speaking on me since I started fucking your baby mama and taking care of your kids, pussy ass boy. Stop referencing me before I come see you. And added him. I said, that's a whole lot of pussy ass boys. That's a whole lot of bitch ass pussy ass boys. And I was taking care of your kids? Now, what I will say is, y'all know I don't really care for Garfield, but Garfield is a good father. Garfield always had those kids, especially Bam kids. They got a room at his house, playgrounds, all type of shit. I will say that I always see Scrappy with his kids. So I don't know about taking care of the kids, but that's some bold shit to say. It's giving Ray been wanting to be at Scrappy. Anyway, he also said Scrappy is the reason why he wasn't filming, telling them that he didn't want to film if Rayface was around. So Rayface probably feels some type of way because now we know that Ray was doing it all for the clout. Thank God Bambi dodged that bullet. Exactly. But I don't think he's lying, because remember when Scrappy got into it with Chaotic, he told them he didn't want to film if Chaotic was filming either. So Scrappy, we know you play those types of games where you stop people checks. You know what I'm saying? And say that you don't want to film if they film it. So Ray may feel some type of way like, nigga, I'm trying to get on with this rap shit and you hating, and now I can't film on Love and Hip Hop. I think, and okay, I'm gonna tell y'all what the last thing. And then he said, he tagged Now There's TV, and he was like, set up a boxing match for me and Scrappy, and then tagged Jock and Kirk and was like, oh geez, make sure y'all man come to the boxing match, because y'all know he fight for TV, because you know he got into that fight with Chaotic, and Chaotic said he was doing it for TV. I said, Ness, where is you don't want no problem, Scrappy? You don't want no problem with me, and me, we was built to me. Mama D, where you at? Mama D, you was just cursing Erica Mena out. The palace is in danger. The palace is in danger, and these Houston boys is calling out Scrap, the king of the prince of the South. Ain't Scrappy the prince of the South? Garfield, where you at? Because if it was Chaotic, you was quick to want to fight Chaotic and Zane. It's giving you quick to fight a Smurf. But where's that energy with Rayface? And Rayface ain't even from Atlanta. That's what the killer part is, because they always speaking on Atlanta shit. I know you're not finna let Rayface, I'm instigating. I know you're not finna let Rayface, he all the way from Houston, come to Atlanta and run your shit. Scrappy-doo. Scrappy. Exactly. So I'm gonna keep with it, because I really just want to know if Scrappy gonna keep that same energy. I want to know if Scrappy gonna keep that same energy that he had with Chaotic little small ass, that he be having with Bam and everybody else. Do you have that same energy from this, with this little tarantula from Houston? Because the tarantula from Houston is calling you every pussy punk boy there is and talking about how he was taking care of your kids and fucking your baby mama. I don't know, that's sassy, ain't it, girl? Anyway, that was some tea. Here's some other tea real quick, and then we're gonna talk about the Love and Marriage Huntsville trailer. It's a lot of stuff I want to talk about. So, in case y'all didn't see my live last night, on Instagram last night, Glendale from Belle Collective, Glendale was live, and Glendale was drinking or whatever. He was at the bar, and I was on there asking him questions because there wasn't that many people on the live, and he was talking about how people doing it for clout and stuff. I just clicked on it, and then he was talking about how people doing it for clout. So you know me. You know me. I was like, who you talking about? Amanda did it for clout? Da, da, da. And he was like, yes, he was talking about her. He said she used to be cool. First he was saying how he loved his wife. He always gonna be down for her, even if, you know, they not together. He always gonna love her. He always gonna hold her down. He was very, he was speaking very positive about Latisha and how he loved his wife and all of the things. How he ain't no cheater no more. Y'all was talking about how he a lying ass bitch. He a black ass LAB. I thought he was being sincere. I thought he was kind of being sincere. Nevertheless, child, let me see. Can y'all see me? Right, that's sun. Nevertheless, child, Then he said, I asked him, I said, so what about the DMs? He said, y'all didn't really see what the DM said. So it's given, I want to know exactly what the whole DM said. So I wonder Friday when the episode come out, are they going to actually show the DMs on the screen? Then I asked him, I was like, so was you in the car with Amanda? Mind you, I was tipsy too, so I was asking everything I wanted to know. I said, Amanda said on the interview, y'all was in the car. Anyway, he said he was in a car. He was like, but it was like he was somebody else in the car. It was 3 of them in the car. So it wasn't like him and Amanda was alone in the car. But when she did the interview with Millichan, she made it seem as if her and Glen was alone in the car, and then Latisha texted her. He said it was somebody else in the car. He said he was getting his money. He said they was doing recreational things. I got the answers, friend. So Amanda, now if that's true, it's kind of giving you our clout chasing. If you, Glendale, and somebody else was in the car smoking, and because he said, I'm just reading through the lines. He said, I was getting my money, and he said we was doing recreational things, and then he kind of stopped and was like, I don't know if I can say that, I guess because of the show. It, to me, is giving, we was outside of taste. I was either, you know, making a little change. We was, you know, smoking a little ganja. We was doing what it's illegal to do in Colorado. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the case, why would you make it seem like y'all was in the car doing something when in actuality, you know, y'all was just sitting in the car smoking? You know what I'm saying? That would make me think you are clout chasing and you are doing this just to get at Latisha or to get on the show. I don't know. Tell me what y'all think now that y'all know that. He said she was the homie. She was cool. Now, I don't know. Even if you was just smoking with her and chilling with her, if you said she was pressure, then that's more than just selling a nickel bag. You were still saying she was pressure. And we know every man I've ever met that had narcotics for sale tried to talk to me. They tried to talk to me, and you know they go try to holler. Exactly. I don't know. Tell me what y'all think about what Glendale had to say last night on live. We'll see, girl. That's to be continued. So then the Love and Marriage Huntsville little promo trailer drop. At the beginning, you heard Marceau talking about you trying to drop the hot tea. Sometime the tea get too hot. Who is you talking about? Girl, I guess. So Tisha and Nell continue their beef. Nell like, you doing too much. Tisha over there talking about I don't like her. Bitch, she don't like you either. Miss Nell, that's why you should have cursed Tisha out when she came to your birthday party drunk as a skunk talking that shit last season. You should have cursed her out then, and then she wouldn't have this attitude and feel like she could get one off on you. I told y'all last year, I literally told y'all last year that Miss Nell was going to end up dragging Tisha. And I hope she dragged Tisha. But Tisha tags in Miss Wanda. And Miss Wanda, I guess at a picnic. And I'm wondering on that scene, because she got her food truck stuff on. I wonder, is that the scene that Anthony Lofty's was invited to? And that's when Miss Wanda and Anthony got into it. Because Anthony did say that Tisha, Destiny, and Kimmy arrived when he pulled up. And in the scene, Destiny, Kimmy, and Tisha and them there. When I guess they telling Miss Wanda about how Tisha got into it with Miss Nell. And Miss Nell like, oh yeah, I'm coming back to Huntsville. Like, I'm coming back to Huntsville so I could get with Nell. You know what I peeped? I peeped that Destiny punk ass was there snickling and giggling. She's a snake in the grass and she's a friend to no one. Last season, girl, and this whole time, you telling Miss Nell how you like a mother figure to me and I really loved you and you my friend. All of that shit she was saying to Miss Nell, yet and still you snickling and giggling with Wanda and Tisha talking about coming to Huntsville to go off on you. Destiny is a friend to no one. That bitch is a snake in the grass. A snake in the grass. Exactly. We know she finna go on a date with Twan, keeping it all in the family. Ooh, I wouldn't trust her. I would not trust that bitch. Anyway, so we know that Nell gonna get into it with Miss Wanda. It's giving Miss Wanda, Kimmy, and Tisha against Miss Nell. Tisha, if you that girl, I'm from Bessemer. They ain't seen Tisha from Bessemer. That's what you said. Well, show us Tisha from Bessemer. Why you have to call everybody for Miss Nell? Miss Nell's just a short, feisty lady that I heard got them hands. I don't know, child. Then on the last little clip, we see Kimmy talking to Maurice, and she's saying, I didn't know I signed up to have sex 2 or 3 times a day. And Maurice looking like, well, bitch, you did. And if not, we need to do something about this marriage. It's giving, Kimmy, you were desperate, girl. You chased Maurice when he wasn't even legally divorced from Kiowa, allegedly. Chased him down at Credit One and at that barbershop. Finally got him, helped him through law school, let him run wild in the damn streets, embarrass you, try to fuck on you when you was going through cancer and radiation, embarrassed you again, and now he's still trying to make you have sex 2 to 3 times a day. I would never get with a hypersexual man that would require me to have sex with him 2 or 3 times a day. First of all, if the juices ain't flowing enough to make me want to give you this cat 2 or 3 times a day, then we need to discuss what's going on. Maybe his breath stink, maybe the zick ain't big, and Maurice don't give me BDE. He don't give me big dick energy. So I'm not finna have your small peen pumping on me 2 or 3 times a day. Girl, I don't know. I knew something was wrong with him. Maybe he got a sex addiction or something when he said he had sex with 6 people in one day one time. Men like that scare me because it's giving you gonna get sick of coochie and you gonna venture on over to a dangalang. It's giving you want a dangalang or some balls jiggling on top of your forehead. Maybe that's why he into Harry Hines girls, because we know the Harry Hines girls may strap on and give you what you want. I don't know, Kimmy. Maybe you should buy a strap. It is what it is, child. So that's what the tea is gonna be on the second half of Love and Marriage Huntsville. We didn't get shit from Martell. Martell, you mean to tell me you didn't take your ass to court? You went to that damn reunion, but they ain't even highlighting you in the clip for the trailer? We don't see you getting into it with nobody. We don't see nothing. We see him in a tight ass suit. Ain't nothing changed since season 1. Martell in a tight ass suit. Whoop-de-doo. Exactly. Anyway, girls, so fuck them Ninja Turtles in Huntsville. Tell me if y'all gonna continue watching. You know, I'm gonna continue talking. Exactly. Anyway, let's move on to Kelli. So remember yesterday I told y'all Kelli hired Phaedra to become her lawyer, and y'all gonna get up off my Scorpio sister, and it's Scorpio season. Shout out to the Scorpios. Dr. Heavenly is back. Exactly. We gonna talk about Married to Medicine. I told y'all if I had time after Salt Lake City. Anyway, so I told y'all Kelli hired Phaedra for the divorce proceedings. Baby, so tell me why yesterday TMZ dropped the article and US Weekly that Chuvallo, Big Worm, is suing Bravo for $200 million. Baby, he didn't up the ante on your hoe ass. Girl, he is suing for he has a defamation lawsuit against the network, claiming his ex-wife made false abuse and theft allegations during her first season. Now, she did say that. However, abuse can be verbal abuse, and there is some validity to that claim, especially if you got held in contempt at court or threatened to kill her or something in court. That's out the window. My whole thing is, I wonder, is Bravo going to cut a lot of her scenes or demote her to be a friend of the show because of the lawsuit? And what's so trifling about it, and y'all know I don't even fuck with Kelli like that, but I hate some of these bitch ass men out here. You're trying to ruin her livelihood because you feel like she took your business from you. Not only are you trying to ruin her livelihood like Simon was trying to do to Portia and affect her Bravo check, you don't even want to pay child support. So you want her to suffer, and that's how these narcissist men will do. Because they not with you, they want to see you fail at all costs. They don't want you to have no money, no success, not a good job, and they'll do anything to tear you down. We watched Martell try to do that to Melody. And it's giving you, bitch ass nigga, if you're not trying to pay child support and you trying to get her fired from her job, how are your kids gonna eat? Or do you care? You don't give a fuck, huh? You just don't give a fuck about the kids either. I don't stay away from men like that. And the whole time, Kelli could have did way better than him. Way better. Let's not act like Kelli is extremely out of his league. I implore you, friend, if you ain't learned nothing from today's video, don't date down, don't settle, don't listen to what these people be saying on the internet. Don't date down and do not settle at all. Exactly. Just wait on whenever God gonna bring you exactly who you want. It'll happen in due time. Because the second you settle for somebody tackhead ass, bald headed ass, fat ass, funky foot, dirty neck ass son, exactly, feeding them oxtails and shit, he gonna play on your top. Just don't do it, friend. Anyway, I thought that was sad though. So I hope Kelli, I don't know, I hope Kelli remains on the show, even though I don't really care for Kelli. I hope that man don't stop her bag. But I don't know. You suing my boss. You suing the network I'm on. I don't know. Do y'all think Bravo is gonna demote or fire Kelli because her ex-husband is causing too many problems? I don't know, child. I don't know. Anyway, so let's talk about Salt Lake City. It was so good. Salt Lake City was so fucking good, child. I love me some Mary and Angie. That was the best scene out of the episode. Anyway, it was good, child. So at the beginning of the episode, you see Angie making her coffee. Heather is making her coffee. I thought it was funny. You see Angie making her little fancy coffee with her little, it looked like a little teapot, and you know, she's all posh and stuff. And then you just see Heather with a drawer full of cake cups. Like, oh, I'm tired, child. What I will say is Heather looks cute in her little two-piece gray. Heather then lost a lot of weight and came a long way. Shout out to Heather. I don't know if she on Ozempic, Monjaro, crap. I was going to say crack cocaine. Whatever you want, poo-poo, you look good. Shout out to Heather. Anyway, so the first scene we get with Bronwyn and Todd. Girl, so they at a damn ice cream place. The fact that Bronwyn ended up crying while eating ice cream was fucking me up. It's not funny, but it's just like, you supposed to be, this is a happy place. You're at an ice cream shop eating ice cream with your man who just came home from out of town on a work trip, and you end up crying. Y'all know what I want to see? I want to see a ring underneath Todd eye just one time. Just one time, for the one time. I want to see Todd come on her with a dark spot right there. Because Todd pissed me off during this episode. Girl, anyway, so she's telling him about all of the Lisa drama, and you should be happy for me. I didn't act a fool, and so on, so on, so on, so on. Then she tells him, I hate when you eat the cherry off of the top of her sundae. This motherfucker reach over like, the second he reached over with that cherry, I would have smashed that shit. I would have smashed. Her reflexes ain't strong enough. Had that been me, I would have smashed that shit. It would have looked like he had on lipstick fucking with me. Bitch, didn't I just tell your fat ass that I didn't like when you took my damn cherry? Todd don't give a fuck about none of this shit. Then she keeps talking about everything. Todd is so uninterested. He don't give a fuck about none of this shit. If I don't give a fuck about none of this shit was a person, it'll be Todd. It'll be Santa Claus. Christopher Claus is what they call him. Girl, so she starts talking about the psychic and the premonitions about her mom. He was like, 50-50. Anybody could have guessed it. That hoe don't know shit. I'm sorry, Bronwyn. I hate to say this, y'all. It's giving Todd be out cheating with the girl he really like, and then when he come home to Bronwyn, he is over her. Do he even like Bronwyn at this point? I don't know. Todd don't give a fuck. Anyway, so she started crying and shit like, you're minimizing my shit. And she cried eating ice cream. Bronwyn, I know them geriatric balls don't taste that good. That gout dick ain't that good. I know that gout dick ain't that good. Get rid of Todd, because it's giving Todd then already mentally checked out and got rid of you. And you could do much better. You could do much better. You already got the money. Now you on the Housewives. Is this your exit strategy? because it's given he don't really like you no more. And maybe he is cheating, child. I don't know. Anyway, so that was the whole thing with Bronwyn and Todd, girl. I would leave Todd, hands down. Anyway, so we get a scene with Lisa and her husband. Is his name John, the Scorpio? So Lisa's husband, a Scorpio. Shout out to him. Exactly. So she's talking and stuff, and she told him about the psychic and how the psychic said they had communication issues and shit like that. And he was like, yeah, he was like, because it comes to a point where I don't even want to talk because you're overthinking and you always overtalk me and you always think you right. That's one thing about us Scorpios. If we feel like we get nowhere with you, we go shut down. We'll shut down. We'll shut down and just stop fucking with you, stop speaking with you and all that other stuff. I'm very much like that. If I feel like I'm having a conversation with you and you always want to be right, or you don't even listen, or you one of them types of people that can't even admit when you wrong, I'll just stop talking to you, because I can't get anywhere. You're not finna waste my time. And it's given that's what your husband doing to you. So as soon as he started talking though, she started talking too. And it's given, bitch, he just told your whole ass that he can't even say shit because you always talking. And I think she a Leo. I don't want to be with no Leo man. Flat out. I can't be with no Leo man. The girls, I've had one close friend that was a Leo. I don't mind Leo women because as a friend in friendships, I don't mind if my other friends lead. You know what I mean? I could play the back burner. I could be in a, you know, that don't mean nothing to me. So as a friend, I don't mind a leader, an aggressive person, You know what I'm saying? Because I could play the sidekick. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But in a relationship with somebody, I can't deal with an overbearing person like that. I couldn't deal with it. Because with friends, you can turn them on, off, kick them to the side. You know, they don't really, you know, fuck her. Exactly. But your man or your wife, I couldn't do it. Anyway, then we get over to Angie and Mary. So the girlies are going on a trip to Galapagos Island. Galapagos? I think it's called Galapagos Island. Anyway, before then, we get to Angie and Mary. This was the highlight of the episode to me. So we know that they had got into it at Whitney's little event or whatever, because Angie was basically trying to say that everybody bowed down to Lisa, including Mary. So Mary got mad and left. So Angie already know that Mary is pissed with her. So so Mary goes over to Angie's house. First and foremost, Mary's outfit was fire. She had on that print blazer with the chocolate. I think that was some Louboutins with whatever that big tan bag was. I don't know what kind of bag that was, but she looked clean. I said, oh, she looked like a clean rich bitch. I said, okay, exactly, let's go to dinner. Anyway, so she goes over to Angie's house. As soon as Mary get on my fucking nerves. As soon as Angie came to the door and opened the door, here go, I wish I had my glasses, child. Here go Angie. Here go Mary, like, thank you for opening the door. Usually you don't open the door. I have to do it myself. So thank you. I appreciate you for opening the door for me. Bitch, you knew as soon as she walked in, she was on bullshit. Like, as soon... I was like, ooh, child. I know Angie was thinking, who I know this bitch finna come over here on that shit. But Angie knew what time it was. She knew her friend was mad at her, so she was very apologetic. She was like, hi, you know, well, I got your favorite drink. And then here go Angie, because Angie knows. I will say this about, at least I'm this type of Scorpio. When I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong. I'm never too woman enough. I apologize. I was dumb. I was stupid. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I value you. I hate people. I think people like that are weirdos. You know what I'm saying? You can admit when you wrong, bitch. Anyway, so she like, I got you your favorite drink. Her Mary like, no, this has so much sugar in it. You don't even do it. It'll give you a heart attack. Bitch. As soon as Mary was at the doorstep and had her way in the door for 5 minutes, I was like, this finna be some bullshit. Angie, this ain't gonna be no easy plight for you. So they sit down and she and immediately Angie is like, I'm sorry, I apologize, I know I fucked up. You know, she was very sincere. I love people like that. Don't come over and act like everything is all good. You knew you was wrong. You love me. Just admit it. Because that's how I am. Let's just put it out there on the table. Let's not bullshit. Let's not sugarcoat shit. Angie talking about some, she's scared like she in the principal's office. And that's what it was given. Like, Mary is the principal. And here's your favorite apple. You know what I'm saying? So that was cute. Anyway, so Mary starts telling her that she was just trying to stop her from getting out of character with Lisa. She said because it got to a point where you became so angry, it was like you were becoming the bully. And she was like, you just seemed really mean, and that darkness was overpowering, and I can't deal with that in my spirit. I really felt that too, because it did get to a point where Lisa left and you still, Angie kept going on and on and on. And it got to the point where, like, so is Lisa the bad guy or are you the bad guy? Because now you taking it there. But that's the one thing with Scorpios. We not going to start it. That's just what it is. We won't start it, but we damn sure going to take it too far. And that's our problem. That's just something we got to work on. Angie didn't start it, but Angie gonna take it to hell and she gonna keep going. But I hope Angie was listening to what Mary said when she said she can't take that darkness and that mean spirit. And I feel like a lot of Scorpios are like that. Look at the Diddy shit. Like, it's a fine line. We can take it there and be mean and dark spirited. And I've had those moments, and people have told me that too. Like, I'm so much of a light spirit and a positivity. They can't be around that darkness and that meanness and shit. And I think Mary, I love this scene because that was something that Angie needed to hear. Like, because you can go down a deep, dark spiral beefing with Lisa, or you can snap back and be the girly who you are. You know what I'm saying? And don't let her bring you down to that place. I loved this moment or whatever. Mary was like, this don't happen to me often. I don't have friends. This is like a once every 20 years type of deal or whatever. It was so good. It was so good. And Angie was like, I'm sorry, I'll learn to work on myself. She was like, I'm your person, you're my person. Mary started crying, and Mary goes say, I didn't come here to cry, I came here to tell you off. I heard that, but that's how you know that you really love that person. Like, bitch, I came here to curse your dog ass out and throw shade, because she was throwing shade since the second she walked in the door. So that was the time, that was what type of time Mary came on. But as I think the fact that Angie was being soft with her and like being really receptive to what she was saying and being apologetic and saying, hey, I will try to change. I will try to change for you because I love you. I love this friendship. It was so good. It was so fucking good. I forgot to interject the part when she was talking about the farts. Girl, I was like, child, talking about some, because when I farted and you kept talking about farting, and it was really your dog who farted, and the dog looking like, that bitch, how I get in it? Exactly. And the dog was looking cute too, like, bitch, I'm a cute doggy, I don't stink. That was you, ho. And Mary talking about something, I eat healthy, so you don't know what my fart smell like. I didn't smell your farts. And Angie was like, okay. Angie was trying to not laugh. She was like, okay, this bitch is tripping, but I'm gonna roll with it. Exactly. So that was funny too. So I love how it started out shady, then it got funny with the farts or whatever, then it got really like emotional. You could tell that they really friends and they really value each other, and then they hugged it out. That was giving housewife gold. Like, this is what we talk. We don't want no fake friendships. Shamia jealous of Portia, they've been friends for 1,000 years. Lisa and Meredith in an alliance. Like, y'all hoes don't even really like each other like that. But Mary and Angie seem like they really love each other and like each other. I love them. I love them, and I'm glad that it's good to know that they're not gonna be beefing all season, because I thought it was gonna be a big beef for most of the season. So I'm glad they back good Judy's. Exactly. I'm team Mary and Angie. What sign is Mary? I think Mary is what, a Libra or something? I don't know, but I was here for y'all. Then we get Whitney, Mary, and Angie. So the thing is, So the thing is, they having like this yacht party. They having this yacht event or whatever. They gonna be on this luxurious yacht, I guess. And everything is like catered to you, everything that you want in your room. Like I want lavender on my pillow. I want, you know, my room to smell like, I want 20 you know, a dozen roses every day in my room. Like you literally can pick all of your amenities and special requests and shit. So everybody like, so they did Lisa, they did all of the other girls, but Whitney like smirking and shit. She was like, the most picky is bougie one of them all. And I love the fact that the black lady is the most picky and the most bougie. I love it. Just so y'all already know who y'all dealing with, bitch. You dealing with Mary. Girl, so the fact they writing down the list, this is so funny too. Notice that Mary got Angie writing down her list. And for the people who keep saying Mary is a what was a friend, what I forgot what I'm using wrong, I don't know, a friend that requires a lot, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Angie, because Angie was writing down the list for her and she did it, I think that Angie don't mind. I don't mind doing stuff like that. I'm more of a, even though I have a big personality and when I'm around my friends, I'll be the servant, not necessarily the servant, but I don't mind serving my friends or doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a helpful person like that. And that's just who I am. So I don't think that Angie really care that she be doing a lot of shit for Mary and vice versa. Anyway, so Angie is writing down the list while Mary telling her the shit that she want. And she talking about some 2023 Dom Perignon. So she said that she like fresh blueberries, plenty of blueberries. And then Whitney was like, organic. Whitney was trying to be funny. She was like, organic. And Mary looked at her and was like, yeah, organic. And 2023 Dom Perignon. Mary said 2023 Dom Perignon, like, was it Dom? I think it was Dom Perignon, girl, so many times. I was like, I need to try this 2023 Dom Perignon. What the fuck was going on in 2023 where the Don was hitting on? What was it hitting on in 2023? Mary, tell us something that we need. Tell the girlies your secret. What the fuck do you know about 2023 Dom Perignon that we need to know? Bitch, give me a Pellegrino and I'll be cool, but I guess. Anyway, so I thought that was funny. Then they started talking about Bronwyn and the blogs and Bronwyn being tied to this fraud, theft, all of these things, right? And then Whitney gonna say, what Brittany say? She was like, I don't want my friends to be part of the Utah crime circle. I was like, shut the fuck up. I was like, girl, shut the fuck up. Girl, Whitney, all of these girlies give me a tad bit of funny. Whitney is funny. I don't care what nobody say. When she said that Utah crime circle, that was so funny. And if y'all peeped, when they was in that kitchen, Whitney was trying to be funny when she was talking about, when she said blueberries and she was like, organic. And Mary peeped. These girlies is cute, y'all. Anyway, so they bring up Bronwyn and her shit or whatever. Bronwyn is talking to Todd. She's apologizing. Like, I know this will affect your reputation. She can't really talk about it. She's one of, I guess, a group who's involved in this crime stuff. So I guess it's going to be a big scandal. Then Todd, she was asking if she should go on the trip or whatever, and he like, no, you shouldn't go on the trip, bitch. They just dropped all of your tea, so you know the whole trip all they gonna talk about is you and this fraud and identity theft and all of this other shit. And then Todd gonna say he wouldn't piss on Lisa if her brain was on fire or something like that. I was like, what the fuck, girl? Anyway, so if I'm Bronwyn, I'm not going on a trip because y'all hoes just want to drag me. And so on the next episode, we gonna see Heather and Whitney putting two and two together. Like, every time some dirt come out, it's after Lisa then beef with somebody. That's like the common denominator. So they putting two and two together. Heather already got one eye on Lisa, because when they were shopping, she was telling Lisa how wrong she was. Lisa got mad, put on her glasses and shit, like she wasn't trying to hear shit Heather was saying. But Heather was like, nah, ho, you gonna hear this today. I was shocked because I always thought that Heather always kissed Lisa's ass. But I guess Heather said, nah, bitch. I think that Heather know that she's becoming that girl. Like, Heather is stepping into her. She know that now she don't have to be a sidekick. And even in the finale with Monica, she led that. She was that girl during that finale. So I think that she's not as intimidated by Lisa, but I'm glad she checked the dog shit out of her. So I think Heather kind of tired of Lisa. So in the finale or whatever, they gonna end up going in on Lisa, and I think that's gonna stem from the fact that they think that Lisa is the one who brought out that shit about Bronwyn, and I think so too. I think that Lisa feels salty that Bronwyn was getting on her ass, and Bronwyn keep getting on her motherfucking ass, and she can't have a war of words with Bronwyn, because Bronwyn will get with her. So I think she dug up that dirt on Bronwyn, and then she trying to get Bronwyn. But the aha is on you, bitch, because now Heather finna hit you with that receipts, lies. I think Heather finna go in on Lisa on the trip like they went in on Monica. If y'all don't know who Monica is, friend, y'all gotta go watch the other seasons. Salt Lake City is exactly who they think they are. It was good. I was like, okay. And I want to see what's gonna happen on the trip. I wonder if they gonna go in on Lisa on this trip, child. I don't know. So tell me what y'all thought about the episode. I love the episode. It's Angie and Mary for me, with a special nomination to Whitney for making me snickle and giggle. I think Heather gonna step up to the plate and check the dog shit out of Lisa. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, friend. Exactly. Okay, so I got a few more minutes. We can talk about Married to Medicine real quick. We done talked a lot of shit today, right? Exactly. Anyway, so Married to Medicine, child, they dropped a little mini trailer and they cast photos. Maybe later on tonight we could rate the cast photos. I'm moving the next few days, child, so I gotta finish packing. Shout out to my brother Good Deed Virgo as Fuck podcast. Y'all tell me why he was supposed to because I got movers or whatever, but he was supposed to take all of my TVs down or whatever. So we were supposed to meet. This is a quick little sidebar. We were supposed to meet when I got off or whatever. So by the time I got home, I'm sitting in my driveway and I'm like, where you at? What you doing? Da, da, da. I was like, boy, by the time you get over here, I'm gonna be knocked out tipsy or some shit like that. He was like, we'll see. So then I walked in my house, and the first thing I noticed in the doorway is all my Amazon packages are on the inside of the door. So I'm paranoid as a motherfucker. Like, how the fuck is why are my Amazon packages on the inside of this door? You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh my God. Anyway, girl, why when I came in, he done came over there, took all of my TVs off the wall, all of my pictures, all of my everything and stuff. I was like, I love you, dog. That's why you my best friend. Exactly. Shout out to my brother. Exactly. Right. So go over to his YouTube page and show him some love at the Virgo as Fuck podcast for being a great brother. Exactly. Anyway, so Married to Medicine. So we know that they're gonna have a Met Gala, some sort of theme party. It looked like a 70s theme party. They're gonna have a couples trip to Jamaica. And then we're gonna see Quad going through an IVF journey, and for some reason she going to Ghana for the IVF journey. I don't know if the US just ain't doing a good job. The world may never know. So we know Quad want to have a baby, and King is on her man. Exactly. That's gonna be cute. We get the newbies. Angel is on there, and I don't know if y'all remember Angel from Basketball Wives. She chocolate, she skinny. Remember when Jackie was trying to come up out of it? They got a phone field. Anyway, so Angel from Basketball Wives is gonna be on there. Another girl who does cosmetics. These two girls, I wonder, are these the two girls that Dr. Heavenly was talking about were forgettable and you wouldn't even think that they were housewives? Remember Dr. Heavenly said that about the new girls? Dr. Heavenly, I hope they get on your ass if you was saying that shit about. But they seem younger, they seem fun. I wonder who gonna be that good Judy's. Is it gonna be like Toya or Quad? I can only see like them hanging out with Quad. Like I can't see Angel.